Happy Wednesday to you, Faz.
Hey, right back at you, brother. How's your week been?
Oh, it's I must say in Texas, the weather's been very nice. Cold in the evenings, but during the day we're talking in the 60s. You guys getting slammed over there with some cold weather?
Freezing in Massachusetts. Freezing in Massachusetts.
Man. Unbelievable.
But I hear, how are you doing? How's your reputation going as the Prince of Prognostication? Has everyone's been impressed with you over the last 2 weeks?
People are going
5
with
and
me.
1.
They're going with me. They're making money off of me. They're getting rich
Sure.
off of me.
Sure.
Nah, I'm BSing you. But they're, people are listening to me. Because I've been 5 and 1. I'm not bragging, but since you brought it up, I've been 5 and 1.
Yep.
Since the divisional and conference championships.
Well, I tell you, you went out on a limb 2 weeks ago, and then last week, even with the Arizona pick, it wasn't a popular pick. You went on a limb on that one as well, and did pretty well.
Now suddenly everybody's jumping on the Arizona bandwagon.
It seems like that, doesn't it? I
It
hear
does,
a lot of people.
Completely.
Well, I think what's coming to focus a little bit is that offense. Larry Fitzgerald stepping out is actually putting himself into the top tier of wide receivers in the NFL. And not that he wasn't there before now, but now the whole nation is seeing him. Nobody ever watches Arizona play, but now the whole nation is watching this guy play, and they're like, "Wow, this guy can play."
And my brother called him a freak the other day. And my
hope
brother
he wasn't saying it in a bad way.
knows absolutely nothing about football.
Yeah,
and
this guy is a freak.
He goes, "That guy's a freak." And I'm like, "Okay, Mark, sure, whatever."
He's got the skills to get up there and get.
He's got it like the guy's interesting. He has like an Obama face. He looks like he has an IQ of 190. And he's got Ricky Williams hair.
Right, but I tell you,
he's a class
he's extremely intelligent guy too. If you ever
I
hear
know
him speak,
he's very well spoken.
And the pedigree behind him too. I was following a lot of stuff over the last couple of weeks where he was a ball boy in Minnesota in the late '90s on those Randall Cunningham and Randy Moss teams. And
you mean the best team possibly ever in football that didn't win a Super Bowl ring?
Debatable. I would say that would be the Patriots last year. But yes, absolutely.
Let's call it the second team because the Patriots.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was the ball boy on that team.
Randy Moss.
Chris Carter.
Oh yeah, that was a great combination.
You just Robert Smith, Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
You had just a hell of a team.
That was a hell of a team.
But a lot of people are stepping out and they're seeing that Arizona's got a very, very potent offense, and I think Edgerrin James also, your running back out there, he's dying for this.
You know what, Tony?
The year after he leaves Indy, they win their Super Bowl and he's done.
They're going to have? Do you think there's single coverage on Fitzgerald? I mean, if single coverage on Fitzgerald, is he going to burn? Is he going to burn the cornerbacks of the opposition? Is he going to burn them?
Well, I think let's say Pittsburgh's has great defensive backfield. Plus, you have your safety in Troy Polamalu, who is an incredible cover guy, but he's also a big hitter at the same time as well. But that's the great thing about having Kurt Warner thrown to you. He doesn't have Matt Leinart thrown to him.
Yeah.
So if he is doubled,
how tall is Fitzgerald? Is he like 6 feet, 5'11", maybe?
Larry Fitzgerald's a big guy.
Is he? Oh, he's like 6'3". He's not Plaxico Burress big though, is he?
He's not as big as Plaxico, and he's not as big as Randy Moss, but he has the jumping skills of those guys. You see his lower extremities; he is just a thick individual.
Yeah.
And he has got jumping power, what strikes me right now is he has the mental makeup for this game.
I'm just thinking positive. If they establish a balance between a running game, Edgerrin James, and a passing game, Kurt Warner, Fitzgerald. I don't know, Tony. I don't think anybody can beat the Cardinals. I don't think Pittsburgh can beat them. I don't see it happening.
Well, everyone's kind of giving Ben Roethlisberger a lot of props for being a big game quarterback.
Oh, he's a huge gamer, man.
Well, I mean, but you look at the Super Bowl he played a couple of years back, and it was probably one of the worst professional games of his career, and his team won in spite of him. But he is a tough son of a bitch.
German steel.
And I tell you, he definitely knows how to win. But if you get Willie Parker moving, you get that offense, that ground game, 30 rushes, and if he can be accurate.
I think Edgerrin James is so underrated.
He has been, but he's had an off year.
Did he have some problems with the coaching staff? What was the deal on that, Faz?
I think the offensive coordinator is just they didn't feel as though he was. He had a pretty decent year, but they didn't feel as though he was really contributing the second half of the season. And
the guy seems like he's good for a 7-yard gain every time you give him the freaking ball.
Well,
the guy's a quality running back, and I think he's so underrated.
Well, he made a couple of comments about a week before the playoffs started that this would be his last year with Arizona because he doesn't consider himself a blocking back, and that's the way they've been using him. However, I wonder if he actually has changed his mind at this point.
So, in your opinion, is he more suited as a blocking back or as a pure runner?
No, I think he still has the talent to be a pure runner, and I think they have to depend upon him because you need to open up the field for Kurt Warner. And so if you can establish that run, then you give Kurt Warner the ability to step back and just pick people off. I mean, I can't bet against them anymore the way I have been. I am against you in the fact that I do believe Pittsburgh's going to win this game, but I really think that.
Okay,
I think the better quarterback is on Arizona. I think your better receivers.
Okay, get your crystal ball out. Get your crystal ball out. Rub your ball.
I've got my crystal ball.
Are you rubbing the ball?
I've got it out, buddy.
Okay. Tell me what your ball says. What team is going to win and by how many points?
Well, what I would see, and again,
the wage is on. The wage is on.
The $1 wage.
Absolutely.
Rub your ball. My winning percentage is not as good as yours.
Rub the freaking ball. Hello.
But I'll give you the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I believe they're going to win. I believe they're going to win by a score of 28-21.
Okay. So you're saying they're going to win by 7. Say you're putting 7.
I've got the 7 points, and if the point spread stays the way it is right now, I guess.
Now it's your turn to return the favor, Tony. Tell me to rub my.
Yeah, I'm sure you're doing it. Anyway,
I'm going to rub my ball.
So go ahead. Now I want to hear from the Prince of Prognostication. Okay, what exactly is going to happen?
Hold on, I got to rub the ball. Here. Okay, rubbing it. Whoa! Look at that beautiful red bird. Isn't it beautiful?
Of course it is.
Look at that little bird. I like that little cardinal. 10 points! Oh, boy. There it is, my friends. Cardinals by 10.
What's the final score? Do you got a final score?
I'm just going to say Cardinals by 10. I don't have a final score.
Cardinals by 10 it is. Well, I will say this, and this is I'll throw out a little piece of your history that maybe nobody knows, but there's been a few years where you've stood yourself up and you've taken an underdog team from the beginning of the season and they've run away and won. A couple of years back with the Chicago White Sox when they pulled theirs off, and last year before the season
I do come
started,
out of a coffin occasionally.
Yeah, and last year before the season even started, you called the Boston Celtics before anybody even jumped on their bandwagon. You were already.
I have my armband on right now, and I think I'm going to have to get another hat. I've had my 2 hat changes. I had the 16 hat, had to throw it out for the 17 hat. Now I'm going to throw the 17 hat for the 18 hat.
Well, and you've been all over Arizona.
And I'm going to send the bill to Garnett because he's going to pay my bill for that.
Well, I'll tell you what. After maybe we can start talking some NBA. I'm dying to talk some NBA.
Oh, I'd love to talk
football thing out of the way.
Love to talk hoops with you, Bob.
And February 12th, my young friend Pitchers and Catchers report to spring training, and baseball is in, and I just love baseball. I love the boys this summer, so I can't wait to talk about that as well.
Still America's game. So in conclusion, Tony, my crystal ball still showing me a red bird on it. And it's showing me a plus sign with a 1 and a 0. And what is your crystal ball? Is it still showing that little glimmer?
In conclusion, I see Pittsburgh 28-21 over Arizona. I see a well-fought game, and I see a good Super Bowl.
I just can't see Pittsburgh. I can't see Pittsburgh containing It's going to be too much to contain the run of James, and the passing game of Warner, and the receiving of Fitzgerald. I'm calling it 10.
Well, you know what, brother, you have been so far in the playoffs and making the picks, and so.
But you got to lose sometime, Foss.
You got to lose sometime.
But I'm completely
once again, we find ourselves on opposite ends of the.
Always, that's what makes our show beautiful. It'd be a boring show if we agreed on everything. All right, Foss, I'm out of here.
I'll talk to you sometime this weekend, pal.
You have a great week.
All right, cousin.
Take care.
Later.
Bye-bye.